Hello guys, welcome to the next video on Java thread tutorial for beginners. In the last video we have seen how we can create threads by extending thread class. Now in this video I'm going to show you the other way of creating threads in Java by implementing Runnable interface. So let's get started. First of all, I will create one more package in my project. So package, and I will name it as lesson 2, and inside this package I'm going to create a class which I will name it as demo itself, and this is going to contain main method. And first of all, let's create a class which implements Runnable interface. So class, I can say this is my class, and which implements Runnable interface. So that's how you can create a class which implements Runnable interface. But right now it's giving me this error bulb. So just click this and it will tell you to implement this run method. So just click this. And as we have seen in the last video, when we have extended from the thread class, this run method has to be implemented. In this Runnable interface also, this run method have to be implemented, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove all the things, and I'm going to go to the last code which I have written inside my run method. This is from the last video, and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in my run method, right? So basically we want to do the same thing. We want to print this number 10 times, and we want to print the ID of the thread, and I want to pause this thread by 100 milliseconds, right? Now I'm going to go to my main method here, and here I'm going to create a thread. So I will instantiate a thread object is equal to new thread, and inside this constructor we are going to pass our class object of this my class. So just pass it like this, and this is going to create the thread object for your class. And let's do it one more time. So we are going to create two threads, and just take T1 here, and once again we are going to call a start method on this T1, and T2 also we will call a start method on T2. So here also remember that you don't need to call run directly on your thread object. You need to call start method, which will start your thread, and then it will call your run method here. So let's try to run our program. I'm going to run it, and it has printed the same way as we have seen in the last video. So it's printing thread 1 and value 1, thread 1 value 2, and then thread 2 value 1, and then so it's printing in concurrency, right? So this is how you can implement Runnable interface to create threads. Now sometimes you want to create a single thread which contains only one method, and for that this long class is not required. You can create a thread directly in your main class like this. So let's see how we can create a thread inside the main class itself without creating an extra class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new package, and I will call it lesson 3. And inside this I'm going to create a class, and I will call it demo once again, and it's going to have main method. And in here what we can do is we can just call or create the object of thread, and for example T1 is equal to new thread, and then just call new Runnable. And let's close this first, and here you can implement your run method like this. So you can just create your run method inside this runnable constructor, and in here you can implement your run method. So you can just click this bulb and implement the method, and in here you can just call the same code which we are using for printing 10 values and just paste it here. Okay, and then just outside your constructor of your thread, you can just call this t1 object dot start. Okay, and it's also going to start a thread. So let's run this, and now it has printed 10 values using a single thread. Okay, so these are the different ways of creating threads in Java. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.